Facts. Facts. Right. So there is a STAR method that could make things very easy for you when you're doing the interview, right? Especially when they ask you certain situational questions, right? The STAR method: situation, your task, your action, and your result. That's it, right? Practice responses to those common questions using that method. Again, STAR: situation, your task, your action, and your result. STAR. That shows mindset. Okay? With all these, all of these questions, right? If they ask you a situational question, especially if a manager, the manager will ask you a situational question. Like, how did you deal with this? You tell them situation. You tell them what your task was. You tell them what you did. And you tell them what the result was. Okay? Don't forget that. Situation, task, action, result. Okay? So now I'm just going to close off with these because we had been here for 152. We're gonna end soon. I'm going to close off with these interview tips. Number one, research the company thoroughly before the interview. Number two, dress appropriately for the company's culture. You're not going to dress the same way to go into an ad agency, the same way you're going to dress to go into ad agency, pretty slack. Yeah, to a law firm. Okay? You're not going to dress the same way to go into a fashion studio, the same way you're going to dress to go to a dentist office. You should know this. Okay? So, dress appropriately for the company's culture. Use the STAR method to answer behavioral question, right? So the behavioral questions like, how would you behave in this? Or how did you behave in this situation? Use the STAR method, okay? Be punctual. Arrive 10 to 15 minutes early. This is my saying. If you're on time, you're late, okay? 10 to 15 minutes early, that means that you're relaxed, you're composed, you go over the questions, you have your multiple resumes, okay? And you can relax and go in. You're not rushed because there's energy transfer and people can tell, right? And if you show up late for the interview, that means you're going to be late for work. We don't want you. That's just a bad sign. That shows that you don't respect your time or mine. Especially on such a pivotal day like this, your interview to get you into the company and you're late. Are you kidding? Total dismissal, right? Bring multiple copies of your resume, okay? Yeah, bring multiple copies because they might want multiple copies. Another thing is this: the resume that you upload on the server doesn't have to be the pretty one. It should not be the pretty one because the system will not catch the words. Basic resume for the server. You carry the nice dolled up one to the interview, the one that you're going to hand out or they're going to ask you for to the interview, and they're going to ask you for more than one copy. Probably going to say if you have 2 or 3 copies, right? Because they want to give it to your direct manager or to the HR, etc. Right? You don't just go there with 1 copy. Never do that. Okay? Maintain good posture and maintain your eye contact. All right? Listen carefully to the interviewer's questions. Right? Listen to me. This has cost so many people jobs. Avoid bad mouthing your previous company. Right? Avoid speaking negatively about your previous employers. Okay? And again, as Invest was saying before, prepare questions to ask the interviewer. Yes, have some questions that shows interest and that shows that you are thinking about the company and that shows that you are researching about the company. And have questions about what they say too. Okay? At the end of the interview, when it's done, you follow up with a thank you. Email them. Okay? Don't ask them when you're going to hear back. Just follow up and say thank you. A thank you note. Okay? Right? So yes, just, you can get the job. Go back over these notes. Remember, your attitude is the biggest thing. Show adaptability. Show your willingness to learn. Right? And understand the company's products and services, understand the company's culture, right? Be aware of your body language, show respect for the interviewer's time, okay? All of that. Be open to the feedback and the criticism, right? So, be prepared for everything. Be prepared to discuss your work ethic as well as, your accomplishments, right? So, just go back over this live, listen to the questions because they're going to come up in one form or the other, right? Because these questions are actually to dig into your mindset and to not cause any future problems. Okay?